Hey guys, I am so excited to share with you guys just like the shift that I've had in my business and just like all the essential things that have like really changed for me um, in my business. And really, it's changed like so many things in my life as well. So I'm just so excited to share with y'all. Just a little bit about me. I'm a diamond leader on our team. I promoted last year and I kind of got complacent, but I started this business, for diapers and pull-ups and wipes because our babies were in diapers and pull-ups at the same time. But it's been able to do so much more for us. And like I said, when I got complacent, it was just kind of a long journey since then. But I feel like it was so much of like a work on myself and in my faith journey and so many things that like have went into this year of just like not promoting, I guess I should say. So, and it's not a bad thing when that happens. Sometimes you need a lot of growth to get to the next level. And sometimes your team is not ready for that next level. And Double Diamond is a huge promotion that, of course, like we're on our run for that. I will get there eventually, but it's just amazing how much has changed for me going into where I'm going. So I'm gonna get right into all the good details here. And so one thing I want to say to you is we're going to be talking about the shift and like what really changed for me and all that. So I want to tell you something that someone said one time, probably on a Zoom. I want to tell you also, like, make sure you're showing up to as many Zooms as you can. I know not all the time that they are like at a good time for you or, whatever the case may be, but Zooms have taught me so much in this business. Getting on Zooms and as much as you can be a part of, showing up for your business. They always say you got to show up to go up. And I have learned so much from so many top leaders in the business, just so many different things go into Zooms and they share so much information. You never know what you're going to get on and you might learn that day. So show up for your business. That's so important. And one thing, like,
can I say one thing?
Yeah.
It's like it is showing up and it says like you never know like what they might talk about on that Zoom, but it's genuinely like you never know who God is gonna bring on that Zoom that's gonna relate to you. And I'm gonna use Shelby as an example. You just got something to say too. But I'm gonna use Shelby as an example. She joined and didn't have Facebook because she wasn't a huge fan of it. And so I was talking to her about how our training is through Facebook, and she's like, I don't know. And so she did it. And then literally the first Zoom after she joined was, I think her name's Shandy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Was a girl who hated Facebook right away when she joined. She was like, I'm not doing this. This is stupid. And I was like, oh my gosh, Shelby, dude, like, do you hear this right now? And so you just really never know who's going to like relate to you and make you not feel alone. And so that's another reason that Zooms and just like getting plugged in is like so important.
Yes, that is so true. So also what I was going to add to that is like, even if you feel like you're going through the motions in your business where maybe you feel complacent or maybe you are running for your next promotion, but you're just not quite there yet, always show up no matter what, because it's so important to still show up for your business and just be there for your business. Try not to put your business on the back burner. It's so important to keep going. A little progress is better than no progress. So what I was going to say that somebody said one time, it stuck with me. And when I was jotting down some notes to speak tonight, this came to my mind. So I wanted to share with y'all. So you make a decision to start your business. You decide that you want to start your business. That's one decision. But the day you decide to go all in, that's the real decision that you make with this business. That decision will change your life. The decision that you made to join, it's going to change your life, for being in the business. But the day that you decide to go all in is going to really change your life. So decide, make the decision that you are ready to run after your goals. No matter what comes your way, you're running for your goals. So whether your team, is not running with you as much as you want them to, you still run after those goals, because that still shows on your social media. Your business is still open if you are showing up. So make sure you decide to show up for your business every single day. Of course, take your Sabbath. This is a Christian-based company and they tell us to take that day of rest. Take your Sabbath, figure out what day that works best for you and your family to have that time together. But the other 6 days in the week.
Yeah. Sorry. Can I expand on that real quick too?
Yeah.
Okay. So I am someone that's obviously like newer to my faith, or maybe you don't know that, but my whole thing with the Sabbath was I was like, how do I take a whole day off? And like, what if I miss all those potentials? Like, what if I miss people that could have been on my team, like all this stuff. And I like didn't really know like religiously what I meant to take a Sabbath. And so for me on that, like I do spend a little extra time with God, but it is just truly time unplugged with my family. So like sometimes on my Sabbath, I'll like look just to make sure it's not an emergency sort of thing. That's a very, very rare thing. But like I took a true Sabbath this weekend when it was our anniversary. And I'm not even kidding. When I was getting into my phone to text somebody like that we were going to meet up with them or something, it was genuinely like I was off my phone the entire day and I felt so refreshed because I wasn't worried about anything. I wasn't worried about answering your guys' messages. I wasn't worried about checking in the team pages. Like I wasn't worried about anything. And I felt so incredibly refreshed. And so if you have not taken a Sabbath, take 24 hours completely off your phone with your family and be so present. God, it literally will change your life.
So good. That is so good. All right. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is commit. Commit to your business. Make the commitment that you're doing this. Go after your goals. Make the commitment towards your goals that you are not going to give up on. Do the work consistently. So one thing that really helped me with making sure that I get all my tasks done is I have a habit tracker. That's what it's called. And I can send, I think Brooke is using it as well, so she can send the link in y'all's like group chat. But you can make it a widget on your phone. So then anytime, this is like when I first opened my phone, but if I go to the second page where my social media is, I can see my habit tracker at the top. So I can see exactly what I need to get done that day, exactly what I need to finish going into my apps. And that way I'm not leaving anything out. I know some of us are moms and I get sidetracked. Like I've been in this business for 3 years, but sometimes I'm still like, where was I? Did I even add to my network today? Was I done interacting? And I will make sure that if I feel like I have completed that task, like 100%, like let's say I'm interacting and the kids interrupt me in between, I will not mark it off my habit tracker because I don't feel like that task was actually accomplished. I didn't get done what I needed to get done interacting. So I will go back to that task, whenever I have a few minutes to finish up the task. And one thing that also changed for my business, when you make the decision and whatever works for you, and this might not exactly work for you, but find what works for you. If you can get up early, I love getting up before my kids and my family, because I'm able to sit there by myself and I first spend my mornings with God and I journal and all those things in my devotionals, all those. And that has really changed my life, plus my business. And then working on my tasks before anybody gets up. And that's not to say I'm always finished. Usually I will get up and do majority of my tasks, and the messaging part I will finish like on the power hours in the mornings. And do like follow-ups as well. Whatever you need to finish. Like I'll usually work in the morning. I'll take a break if I need to. And then, now I take my kids to school during the first of the power hour. If you see me hopping on there later, that's why. During school, I always am taking the kids to school and then I hop on the power hour. So, figure out what works for you. When you can find time in your day to really set down and focus like 100% of your time on your 6 list and the tasks that you need to get done, because the what am I trying to think of? The word. when you're intentional with your task and doing that task, it feels a lot better to me when it's intentional time going into it instead of just trying to fit it in throughout the day, which that might not be the case for everybody. If you can do that and work in the nooks and crannies of your day, and some people may need to do that. If you go to a job or whatever and you need to work on your break or in between when you can work, I totally understand that. But if you have a time throughout the day, if you can get up early or after work, however you can spend that time with your task, I would recommend trying to do that, because that really changed a lot for my business, just being really intentional, getting my tasks done. Okay, so let's see. Doing host to post. So whenever you decide to get your work done, like, really what shifted, the biggest thing that shifted for me is spending my mornings with God, getting up, being intentional with my work, and deciding that no matter what the day brought or happened in the day, that I was still going to get my work done no matter what. And I also found that getting up in the morning, it was a plus for that, because you're already done with, or I'm already done with, like, majority of my tasks, if not all of my tasks, so that no matter what the day brings, I don't have to worry about being like, oh my goodness, I'm behind on getting my host to post up. I can just focus on whatever is going on that day. And it makes me feel a lot better. If I don't get up in the morning early, or if I am trying to get my tasks done throughout the day, I feel like a burden on me. You might not feel like this, but I'm like a worry wart and I stress a lot. So I always feel like it's like holding me down, like, oh my gosh, I need to work my business. Like, I need to stop what I'm doing. I need to work my business. So like, I just stress about it all day if I don't work on it in the morning. So that really changed my business when I made it a priority to get this stuff done in the mornings, and just commit to doing that consistently. And that changed everything for me. Doing host to post. So I want to
Before
talk
we go into host to post, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
So I just want to reiterate that, like, she's not saying go get up at 4 o'clock in the morning with us, because she's one of my 4 o'clock people. She gets up with me. Grace's like, nope. So like, we're not saying go get up at 4 o'clock in the morning by any means. Like, I cannot even tell you the amount of people that sleep in because they don't have to go to work because of this business. And someone that I follow a lot, I know some of you do too, Hannah Reeves. I love her to death, and she's a really good friend now, but she works approximately from like 8-ish to like 10 or something like that after her kids go to bed. And so if that's something that would work better for you, do it. And don't feel like you have to do the mornings just because me and Emily do, and we're obviously successful. Hannah is also extremely successful, and she works at night. So like, just remember that we're not trying to tell you to be anybody or be a morning person or anything like that. We're genuinely telling you, figure out what schedule works for you to get your stuff done throughout the day.
Yes, exactly. So, you don't have to get up early. I was just letting you know, like, that made a huge difference to me when I committed to being able to get up in the mornings and get the task done before whatever my day was like crazy. And then I felt like I just was never getting enough done. So, let's see where I was now. Host to post. So I want to talk about doing host to post. And I know I have some new people on. So if you are not done with your training, don't worry too much about like host to post or anything like that. But something that is a good way to do host to post, it's like generate leads for host to post. What I mean by that is, so like on a Monday, if you're going to get your host to post up, I would focus on getting your 10 host to post, or 5 to 10, make that like a goal to get like 5 to 10, and do giveaway host to post. Like all of them, give the people that are going to post for you that day giveaway host to post. So that if you feel like you are not getting enough potentials, or you feel like your posts are not blowing up, all of the host posts that you get up that day, the beginning of the week, give them giveaway host posts, So when they post for you, they're going to say like, I'll put one in the chat that so you can see an example. You know, I'm partnering with my friend Emily. She's giving away $500 this month. Comment your birthday month for an entry. So when people post this, and then all of their friends are commenting their birthday month, you're going to go to that post, and all the people that commented on there, you're going to give them either a product host a post or a distributor host a post. And how I determine that is if they have a lot of friends and they're like, so think about your 5 pillars. Think about the things that are about you. If their profile, if they're like a mom and they have babies, then I automatically know that I want to check their profile to see if they have a lot of friends. And sometimes you can't see their friends list, but sometimes you can. If it looks like they have a lot of like moms on there or younger moms, like anything like that, I will give them a distributor host a post. So a lot of friends, if they look like their moms, things about yourself, if their profile kind of throws that at you, then that's a good way to connect with that person and their audience as well. So that's for a distributor host post. Now, if you want to get a product host post, you know, you can give anybody a product host post. And if you're not sure about if you should give them a distributor host a post, you can still give those people a giveaway host a post as well. Then you're just reaching out, you're going to reach into their network as well. So then you're going to get more people to comment on their post. And all through the week, if you do this on a Monday, if you got 10 10 giveaway hosts to post up on a Monday, you're going to be going through those comments like all week to, you know, get all those hosts, go through all the comments to get host posts up. So I don't know if that makes sense. If that makes sense to you, put a 1 in the chat so I know if I need to elaborate more. I know if you're new, if you're in training or anything like that, you might need, we will go through that more. But I wanted to kind of talk about like generate leads on your host to post like the first of the week, because we don't want to always put giveaways up on our profiles. We want to keep our profiles clean. You know, you can do one like once a week, or just make sure they're, you know, make sure they're sporadic in your profile, so they're not back to back or like anything like that. So this is a good way to make sure that you're still getting host posts up by reaching into other people's networks. So it's not just you posting about the giveaway every day or whatever the case may be. Okay, so I told you about my habit tracker. Make sure you're posting every single day, no matter what you're going through in your business, because that shows that your business is open. Whenever you're posting on your social media, whenever you're posting on your stories, that's like your open sign. I don't know if y'all have ever heard that, but that stuck with me. And then make sure you are consistently writing your potentials down for follow-ups. Do not let people slip through the cracks. Take screenshots if you need to. If you're going throughout your day and you're replying to messages, take screenshots and write them down in your planner at a later date. So I think that's really all I wanted to touch on. Just remember to do your work consistently. You know, posting, messaging, growing your network, all the things that we need to be doing every single day, follow-ups, do it every single day. And if you put in the work and you're consistent putting in the work, your effort will show and your paychecks will grow. Is there anything you want to add?
No, that's really good. I love it. And I learned stuff too. That's why I was trying to write stuff down here too. Summer asked a question. So she's in about like a week or two, something like that. But she's saying she doesn't get any reaction when she posts the giveaway host post on her page. And so I was telling her it could be interaction, like she's not interacting enough. And then I feel like I said something else to her and I can't remember. So do you have any like different insight, or would you agree it's definitely the interaction, or do you think it's like the time she's posting? What would you say to her? And if anyone else has any questions, definitely put them in the chat.
Yeah, I would just make sure, like, maybe check the times that you're posting, and one thing I will say, if you can hop on a power hour, morning or night, and have other people like us boosting up your post, it will help. I mean, I've seen that it helps. And I think a lot of other people see that it helps. Show up on these power hours, get your work done with us. The community here is amazing, guys. And don't take that for granted. Like, it's amazing. And I know you might not be able to get on like morning ones or whatever the case may be, but try to at least get on a few of those a week. If you can't make it to every single day, you don't have to. But just try to get on a few of them. And when you're getting on, or when you know you can get on a power hour, then try to do your giveaway host to post then. So that way, whenever we're posting on the power hours and we're putting done in the chats, you can, people go and interact with yours, and maybe that will help boost up your algorithm and other people will comment.
Yeah, no, that's good too. And so two things on that. One, sometimes my giveaway host posts on Power Hour get a crap ton of comments after that, and sometimes they don't. Like I posted one today, that was not on Power Hour. Like I posted a different post this morning on Power Hour, and my giveaway host post has 41 comments, and it was not on Power Hour. So it really could just be the time that you're posting. And so Grace asked, how do you get to the page that shows you what time is the best time? I don't know right off the top of my head, so I'll look and see if I can send it to you. But what I think about is like, I'm just gonna flip everything off the high chair. What I think about is, who do I have on my Facebook and Instagram? Do I have a bunch of moms? Do I have moms that have kids like Granger's age, or do I have moms that are taking kids to school like Emily? So like, I'm not going to post it as they're taking them to school because they're going to be driving, like I think about these different times. And if like you were, I can't remember who it was, but someone was a nurse at the time and they were working a 7 a.m. or a 7 p.m. to a 7 a.m. And so when they were adding people, they were adding a bunch of nurses that worked a night shift sort of thing. Well, they weren't going to post at 7 a.m. when all those nurses were going to go home and go to bed. And so that's just something to think about too. I will try to find that and send it in our chat, but that's a different like take on it as well. I feel like I had something else to say, but I can't remember.
I know how to find that on Instagram, but I don't think Facebook has. I've never heard of Facebook having like an insights thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I have either, but I can check and then see what happens and see if we can figure it out. I'm gonna give you guys like 30 more seconds if you have any more questions, and then we'll obviously end it here. But I hope this was helpful. I hope that it all made sense. I hope that it inspires you to like keep going, even if you don't see the results that you want to see, because it's hard to not see that, especially when you join. And like I always tell people, like I've never seen someone who is consistent and who really gives us their full effort not be successful with this. But that means consistent with everything. That means consistent with posting. That means consistent with post to post. That means consistent with adding to your story. That means consistent with adding to your network. I think I might have said that. Consistent with interacting, all of the things. Excuse me. It means being consistent with every single one of those. And like, if the tracker app is not something that like would bring you peace, like you'd be like, I think it's more overwhelming, figure out a different way to keep track of it. I know some people have accountability partners. I know that, oh, okay. He's literally gonna flip that over. Okay. We saved it, guys. We're okay. Anyways, but I think, what was I saying now? You let me lose a train of thought. I'm so sorry. I literally like, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, if the tracker app doesn't help you, like if you need to do like a screenshotted picture on your phone and like exit off as you go through it. I mean, like figure out whatever's going to work best for you. But I think the tracker app is life, and I'm just like obsessed with it because it brings my green heart peace. So since there was no other questions or anything like that, obviously we'll go ahead and stop the recording here, or Emily